Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. 180. Hey, shell. Protein spill. Shell. Hey. High 7.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Tighten up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. It's our deal. Hey, it's all right. Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Cardinals first down.
Ready? Wait. Mike 59. Me and you all day.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A run for Nick Chubb. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Listen. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
First and 10.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check. Crunch. Louis. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
59. 20. Come on. Tell.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second and a couple, Murray. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down. Murdoch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, check, 59, 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Murdoch trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
58 Alpha.
Goff now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
That's trash. That's trash. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Value three. Value three. Hey, Haywood.
Goal. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, 59, 59. Go, go, go. 59 is Mike, 59 is Mike. Check, 59. Big stop, G.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses. Understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Hold on. Check.
Hey, watch out.
Topper!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, 59, Mike. Check, 59. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's get that ball right here. Mike, check, 59. Switch it. 59, Mike, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
20, 17.
A shotgun snap for gone. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Cut. 180. Cal, you won.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Goff, going for it all. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I don't even know why.
Now Goff. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyus Bowser drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about... ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down. Gabriel. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does?
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gabriel looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Like 20. Maverick.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.